welcome to Amherst Stadium in Jacksonville. Today, Conference USA crowns its champion. It's the Lakers against the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Great to have Holly Rowe join us reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Holly. Clearly, both teams are going to have to adjust to the weather here today. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Well, both these teams have talked about the opportunity for them here today. All the hard work of the season. You come together with a group of guys, and if you win this game, Joel, you can forever be known as a conference championship team.
And to do that, your best players have got to put their best foot forward. I've always thought in these games, getting your best players a touch early on offense, allow them to be aggressive on defense, that's the way to establish rhythm and go out there and finally win that championship that you so covet.
That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush.
The pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, but the defense swipes the ball. The first drive of the game.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
Johnson. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is great recognition by this defense. They see the wide receiver screen. They're able to pursue out and get the tackle for loss. They have been running side to side as well as anybody today. That the offense needs to get downhill in the run game and run right at them.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
This is a solid job offensively. After that first down play, it puts them behind the chains. Now they're able to get themselves in a position where they've got a manageable third down opportunity. At least as a play caller, now you feel like you've got more at your disposal rather than straight drop back pass.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration. The Gamecocks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a first down.
And the Gamecocks pick up enough yardage for a first down. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
What really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
Quarterback still with the football. He goes nowhere. 2 straight stops. Third down coming up now.
Well, it's like the defense knew exactly what was coming there. Everybody was assignment sound. The quarterback barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. This defensive coordinator told us that it was going to be all about discipline, and discipline with the eye.
And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
We can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And out comes the offense set to take over here. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Here's the handoff. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Look out, he's breaking free. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, as a quarterback, your best friend in the passing game is a running back that runs clean routes, catches the ball well, and then can make something happen after the catch. And here they're able to get him the ball on the outside, and he creates a first down. This is a really nice job by this back out there.
They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He's got the 40. Breaks into the clear. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Lakers. Powers into the end zone.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again, trying to build on the beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Running out of time in the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive on defense, and this is evidence of that. Look at them get in the backfield from the secondary. This is a beautiful job, and it's very difficult to see that from a quarterback's perspective. This is a great job, again, being aggressive and really forcing the action.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Pass rush closing in. Oh, they get him again. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move now. Pass rush swarming him again.
Chris, we've got a game wrecker on our hands. Second straight sack. And I got to tell you, this offense, they better start accounting for him. So good. And now, whether it's a back or a tight end, you've got to start double teaming him in pass protection, or else this could turn into a rout.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And here's the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Offense trots that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Offense getting set. It's second down. A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Let's check out the stats real quick. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And now the running backs got it again. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Crucial third down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Bring him down, but not before he converts that fourth down play. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. First down here for this offense. Tight end goes in motion. Fights off a defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline. Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable 3rd down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a 3rd down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks to the left, pass caught. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
That is a big conversion on 3rd down, in particular in this area of the field. It looked like that defense was going to force a field goal opportunity. Now you're set up with 1st and goal. You got to punch this one into the end zone. Pay off that nice 3rd down conversion.
And he drops back in the gun. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout.
Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. And on 3rd down in a goal-to-go situation, I always think about players and not plays. Who are your best guys? What are your best matchups? And how do you get those guys the football in this situation?
The play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. They'll run it from the gun. They can't stop him. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Lakers. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT puts them in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. The Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early 1st downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
With the catch, it's Williams. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Gamecocks will spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they spend a timeout now after gaining the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, bringing pressure. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Got a man! Catch made! Big play! Out of bounds, but not for a huge gain. offense gets a fresh set of downs. All of a sudden, that explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. Handoff to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something.
Queen toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock. Barrels into the end zone.
That is such an important score and great execution from this offense here before halftime. An extra point away from tying it up, and they get the ball to start the second half. A chance to go from down in this game to leading in this game if they can go out and score in the third quarter.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And it's good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. As we start this drive, let's check with Holly in the field.
Here on the Lakers sideline, their running back is making a little bit of history, and his teammates are very aware. That last touchdown, rushing touchdown, put him at the top of school history for the season. Guys are fired up, making sure he gets the game ball right there. He's trying to get his helmet back on and get ready to run back out there and make even more history here today. But guys are very aware that he's doing something special out on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Across the 40. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense comes up now 2nd and 8 after that very short gain on the completion. Looking deep to the right side. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He stopped short, and that first down marker is going to bring up 4th and 3. Now the offense will spend the timeout here. Their second. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And that one's off target, and the game will remain tied. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a Conference USA Championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They bring him down right at the 20.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice, productive game for this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You know, oftentimes it can be hard to bring these tight ends down once they've got the football because, again, they're big bodies and you're trying to tackle them with secondary players. But what timing here. Look at this hit right as he catches the ball. This is the avenue. This is the way to go.
He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, Chris, this is why first and second down are so important. When you're behind the chains on third down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field.
He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's second down and 8 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
Great example of an offensive play caller putting the defense in conflict, and he's utilizing the RPO, the run-pass option, to do that. That's a good decision from the quarterback. The defense cannot be right. They defend the run, you throw the football. You defend the pass, you run it, and they're able to do it here for a first down. This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
excellent play by this defense, getting that tackle for loss and creating a 2nd and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating 3rd and manageable. It's not about moving the chains.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
This is exactly what makes this quarterback so effective, is you can do everything right down the field. The secondary is preventing this ball from going down the field, and yet he uses the athleticism to get himself into a short yardage. Now, you look at this down and distance, this is a great time to be aggressive, convert, try to do all the things that put pressure on the defense.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. They call the draw play here. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
The success of a play like this is really built during the week. Chris, these coaches see that in obvious passing situations on 3rd down, this defense sells out to stop that pass. You can see they're dropping into zone, and so a run play right here is highly effective. And they're able to hand the football off, move the chains because of that study that they had during the week. Good game plan here.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They finally corral him at the 1. At the end of 3, the score is tied. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and goal, and now this offense has a decision to make. Do you stay on the ground or do you try to throw this ball into the end zone? I personally believe you got to understand, do you have 4 downs or not? If you don't, you need to throw the football. If you're willing to go for it on 4th down, this might be a time to try to hit him with another run.
They break the huddle for 3rd and goal now. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd this drive. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. No, he didn't get in. This defense playing tough. That'll set up 4th and goal now.
Chris, here it is. Most critical moment of the game. Doesn't need any build-up from us. Listen to this place go.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline. Try to break the tie with a touchdown here late. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Lakers. They jump on top now here in the 4th. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's field, and returner trying to create good field position here. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Here comes the pressure. Using his legs here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do right here, Chris. They told us in our meetings that when this quarterback left the pocket, they wanted to make sure that they were contacting him with physicality and toughness, and that's exactly what happens here.
Open field ahead. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
This is one of those plays that doesn't look like it should be tough to defend, but it always ends up being tough to defend. The linebackers have to get back into their pass sets. If it's sold correctly on the offensive side, it puts a lot of pressure on that second level. And here, They're just not able to react and get back into those run fits.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the play.
These linebackers are so fast. Watch them right here get behind the line of scrimmage. It's a big tackle for loss, and now the offense is behind the chains.
Second down play coming up. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. He's got the first and still going. Slides to avoid the big hit. The Gamecocks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
This guy is in complete control right now. He doesn't love what he sees down the field, and he sees an opening for his legs, and he's able to take it. He gets the line to gain, and then he slides and avoids the hit. A++. This quarterback's playing at a very high level. Well, you're not going to execute this comeback unless you can protect your quarterback, and here he's hit as he throws. If this O-line can give him some time, he's going to be able to find somebody down the field, but again, it always comes down to protection.
Quarterback keeps the football. That's a flashy run with the spin move, but produces just a short gain.
Well, Chris, this defense is doing a really good job of being assignment sound. The quarterback has nowhere to go. He can't really get the edge. He's just got to dive up in the middle of the field. This defense, if they continue to do this, they're going to have a good day.
Tries the right with a quick throw. The ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Grinding away on the ground. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The Gamecocks will spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Here comes a handoff. He stopped short at that first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Timeout taken now by the defense. That's their second. Just 1 more left to use now. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. He missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Chris, this is an extension of what I saw in warm-ups. It was a struggle. There were a lot of missed kicks, and here he comes out, and in the live game, he misses it again. I'm sure his confidence is going to be low, and now the trust factor. Is the coach going to put him out there for another kick?
The Gamecocks offense comes back out there needing to produce in a very important possession late in the game. It comes down to this, the Conference USA Championship on the line. Can they deliver? And this offense knows what they need. A touchdown gets them even here, gets them closer to the championship.
You love to see this as an offensive play caller. Now you're creating 2nd and short. Beautiful scramble by the quarterback. He gets himself up the field. Not quite a first down, but now it's time to take a shot. This is where you go heavy play action and put that ball down the field. Second and short is the perfect time for this play. Chris, this is a tough situation for a quarterback. Defense is in dime defense, which means that there's 2 extra defensive backs on the field. It means that there's tight windows down the field. I would always look towards the sideline or those checkdowns, the backs out of the backfield over the middle. A lot of times you can gain some yardage just dumping it off short.
Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down.
Well, there's a clear breakdown in coverage and a good find by the quarterback to find this open receiver, and then he hits him for a nice completion. They've got to get down here and get some points here, and this is the point where your quarterback has got to be at his best.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now.
Looking to throw yet again. Fires it on the move.
Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy.
He's going to bring up third down.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this third down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about beat, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those 3 together.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
No-brainer to go for it right here. Remember, players not plays. Who's your best player? Who's your best matchup? I think that's who needs to touch the ball right here. This is the game.
Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Short pass finds the tight end. No, he didn't make it. They stopped him short on fourth down. That could be the play of the game, and that could do it. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Talk about a perfect end to the regular season, becoming champions of Conference USA. They've accomplished a goal, and they've made their case. Now it comes down to what the committee decides to do to see if this championship team is going to get an invite to the college football playoff.
That'll wrap up our coverage of this conference championship game. Next stop, the college football playoff.
For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.